Good evening everyone, I'm Ranjita Basavaraj Gowda.
And I'm Jaswal Kusum.
So today we are here to present a corporate role play. So the scenario looks like this. We have been parallel to technological developments, but AI is onboarding now. So manager deals with an employee who is not willing to give a shot for his new AI tool used in an organization and still triages his Excel sheets. So yeah, let's get started. I will be taking over the role of an employee.
And I will be the manager. Hi Ranjita. Well, thanks for dropping by. I just wanted to talk to you about our team's new tracking system. And one thing also I noticed that you're still working on Excel instead of a new dashboard. So I just want to know your perspective. Like, how do you feel about it?
Hi, first of all.
Yes.
To be completely honest, I just feel that this new interface adds unnecessary overheads. I have been using my Excel sheets over the last 4 years.
Okay.
It's very fast. I know it's inside out. And also, I feel learning a new interface while managing client deliverables is just a waste of productive hours.
Okay, so I understand your point also. Like your Excels are also very detailed. But what happened now? See, because your Excel is not connected to new dashboard. So what happened now? We don't get updates. Like the whole team don't get updates or the information. So during the meeting, we have to gather all the updates and information, which creates extra work for the whole team. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that it was actually creating extra work for you during reporting. It's just that the new interface feels overwhelming, but I'm worried about input errors as well as slowing down my daily outputs.
Okay, I understood that means new tool will take time to learn. I understood, but okay, what if we create a system? What if we arrange a meeting with Priya, like a short meeting, 20 minutes meeting? So would you think it would be helpful for you? And one thing also, we can also connect your Excel with new dashboard so that you can put your information or updates in it. So you don't have to enter everything in it. So will it be okay?
A complete and quick focused walkthrough would actually be very helpful for me. If I can learn the specific shortcut for my work instead of figuring out the whole platform at once, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yeah, great, perfect. So today I'll speak with Priya about the meeting, and again next Friday we can meet up regarding how you are feeling about the work. So yeah, again we can meet. Thank you being so constructive and being open to me. Thank you.
You're most welcome, Maris. So now we are shifting our roles. I'll be playing up the role of manager.
And I will be the employee.
Hi Kusum, thanks for dropping by. I wanted to catch up regarding our team's transition to the new tracking platform. However, I have noticed that you are still relying on your Excel sheets. I wanted to hear your perspective and see how this new tool is working for you so far.
Okay, so ma'am, to be very honest, I'm working with Excel for 4 years and I'm very much comfortable with it. So it is quick and I know how to use it. So I feel that learning new tool will create extra time or extra work for me. So that's why.
I completely respect your efficiency, Kusum, and your spreadsheets have always been remarkably detailed. But however, your current sheets are not synced with the central dashboard. So the rest of the cross-work functional team cannot view your real-time status updates.
Okay.
So this ends up taking data manually from during leadership hours. So yeah, as you can see, it means it is creating extra work for you. Sorry, for others by you.
Okay. So sorry, I didn't realize that my Excel sheet are creating extra work for the whole team. I was just thinking that my work will be pending, so that's why I was using that. But I understood now. So
That's totally a fair concern as well. A change always brings a new learning curve, especially when you have already a system that works. So what if we set up a brief walkthrough with Priya for 20 to 30 minutes where she'll be explaining only two features, specific features that you actually need rather than getting into the whole platform at once. And we can also sync your current Excel sheets to the central dashboard as well.
Okay. So that will be helpful for me. 20-minute session will be helpful for me, and only after 2 features learned, then definitely it will work.
It sounds like a great plan, Kusum. So I'll ask Priya to set up the brief session today itself, and we can revisit this on this Friday to see how seamless it feels for you. Thanks for being so adaptive, Kusum.
Thank you.
Start.
Good evening everyone. So today we are going to present a corporate role play which involves interaction between employer and employee regarding the resistance to the change in the process. So I'm Aradhana Chauhan. I'm playing the role of an employer.
And I'm Roshni Prajapati. I'm playing the role of employee.
So let's get started. Hello Roshni.
Hi ma'am.
I just wanted to catch up with you regarding a team's transition to new tracking platform. I have noticed that you are still relying on your Excel sheet for the daily project logs rather than the new dashboard. I just wanted to know your perspective on how this tool is working for you so far.
To be completely honest, it just feels so overwhelming for me. I have been using my spreadsheet setup for 4 years without any issues. It is fast and I know it inside out. I think learning a new layout while managing client deliverables feels like wastage of productive hours.
I completely respect your efficiency, Roshni, and your spreadsheets have always been remarkably detailed. However, because your logs are not directly synced with the center dashboard, the rest of the cross-functional team cannot view the current status updates. So this makes us pull out data manually during leadership reviews that ends up taking extra effort from everyone.
I see. I didn't realize it was creating extra work for you during reporting. It is just that new interface feels overwhelming and I am worried about my input errors and slowing down my daily output.
That's totally fair concern. Changes always comes with a learning curve, and especially when you have a system that works. How about we pair you up with Priya for a 20-minute walkthrough, focusing on just 2 features that you actually need to know. And we can also sync your current sheets to the new dashboard so that you don't lose any time.
A quick focus walkthrough would actually be very helpful. If I can just learn shortcuts for my specific task without having to figure out the whole platform at once, I am willing to give it a shot.
So that sounds like a great plan. So I will ask Priya for today's brief section, and we will revisit this on next Friday to see how seamless it is working for you. Thank you for being so open, honest and adaptable. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to present a corporate role play, in which my role as a manager and his role as an employee. So let's start. Hi Rohit, thanks for dropping by. I just wanted to catch up with you regarding our team's transition to the new tracking platform. I have noticed that you are still relying on your Excel sheet instead of using the new dashboard. So I would like to get your perspective how the new tool has been working for you so far.
To be completely honest, I just feel the new tools add unnecessary overhead. I have been using my spreadsheet setup for 4 years without any issues. It is fast and I know it inside out. Learning any new layout while managing client deliverables feels like a waste of productive hours.
I completely respect your efficiency, and your spreadsheet have always been remarkably detailed. However, because your logs aren't synced with the central board, so the cross-functional team can't access the real-time status update. And so this means we have to manually pull the data during leadership reviews, which ends up extra effort from everyone.
I see. I didn't realize it was creating extra work for you during reporting. It is just that the new interface feels overwhelming. And it is just that the new interface feels overwhelming.
That's totally fair concern. Change always brings a learning curve, especially when you already have a system that works. And what if we pair you with Priya for 20 minutes walkthrough? Focus just on two features which you actually need, and we can also automatically sync your current seat with new board for this week, so you will not lose your any productive time.
Actually, it will be helpful for me, and I can just learn the shortcut for my specific task without having the figure out whole platform at once. I am willing to give it a shot.
That's a great plan. I will connect with Priya to set up a brief session today, and then next Friday we can revisit to see how seamless feel for you. Thanks for being adaptable today.
Good evening everyone, my name is Amit Jaiswal.
My name is Aradhana Chauhan.
Today we both are here to do a corporate role play in which I am going to play the role of employee.
And I'm going to play the role of an employer.
So hopefully you will like it.
So, hi Vikram. I just wanted to catch up with you regarding our team's transition to new tracking platform. I have noticed that you are still relying on the Excel sheet rather than the new dashboard. I just wanted to know your perspective on how this new tool is working for you so far.
To be completely honest, what I think the new tool adds unnecessary overhead for me, and I have been using my spreadsheet from the last 4 years and I'm very much fast and quick with that. And what I think learning something new at this point and at this time, it is like waste of my time and brings by waste of my productive hours.
I completely respect your efficiency. However, your spreadsheets are also in very detail, but your logs are not directly synced with the central dashboard. The rest of the cross-functional team cannot review the real status update. That makes a pool data during leadership working hour or reporting time. That ends up making everyone put extra effort in the work.
Oh, I didn't realize that it was causing extra work for the team and for the others. But I was very much worried about that. Is it going to be very much complicated for me? And I also thought that it may slow me down.
That's completely a fair point. Changes always comes with a learning curve. However, we set up a 20-minute walkthrough with Priya where you will learn about only 2 features that you actually need to know. So is that working for you?
A quick focus lesson sounds very helpful. If I only have to learn the specific shortcuts, I'm willing to give it a try.
Okay, so that sounds like a great plan. So I will ask Priya for today's brief section and we can revisit this on next Friday. Thank you for being adaptable, Vikram.
Thank you.
Good evening everyone, my name is Vinita Basirajwala and I am going to play the role of manager in corporate roleplay.
And I am Shraddha Gupta and I am playing the role of employee.
So let's start. Hi Shraddha, thanks for dropping by. I wanted to catch up regarding the team's transition to the new tracking platform. I have noticed you are still relying on your Excel sheets for the daily projects, logs started in the new dashboard. I wanted to hear your perspective on how the new tool is working for you so far.
To be completely honest, sir, the new tool add unnecessary overhead and I am using Excel sheet over 4 years without any issue. It fast and I knew it inside and out. Learning new layout while managing client deliverables feels like waste of productive hours.
I completely respect your efficiency, Shraddha, and your spreadsheets have been remarkably detailed. However, your logs aren't patched with the central dashboard. The rest of the cross-functional team can't view the real status update. So, this forces us to manually pull data from during leadership reviews, which adds extra work from everyone.
I see. I didn't realize it. It was creating extra effort for you during reports. It's just that the new interface feels overwhelming and I'm worried about my input errors and slowing down my output data.
That's a totally fair concern. Changes always bring a learning curve, especially when you have a system that already works. However, we pair you up with Priya for 20 minutes walkthrough focus on those 2 features which you actually need. We can also automatically sync you with current shape with the new dashboard so that you don't lose your time.
A quick walkthrough focus would actually be helpful. It's just that if I only learn the shortcut for my specific task, without figure out the whole platform, then I will give it a shot.
That sounds a great plan. I will ask Priya to set up the brief section today. We can revisit this next Friday to see how seamless it feels for you. Thanks for being very adaptable, Shraddha.
Good evening everyone. Today we are going to play a corporate role play in which I am going to play as a manager and she is going to play as a employee. Let's start. Hi Asa, thanks for dropping by. I wanted to catch up regarding our team's transition to the new tracking platform. I have noticed that you are still relying on your Excel sheets rather than the new dashboard. I wanted to hear your perspective on how this new tool is working for you so far.
Hi, to be completely honest, I just feel that the new tools adds unnecessary overhead. I have been using my spreadsheet setup for 4 years. It is fast and I know it inside out. Learning new tools while managing client deliverables feels like waste of productive hours.
I completely understand your efficiency. Your spreadsheet have always been remarkably detailed. However, because your daily logs aren't synced with central dashboard, the rest of the cross-functional team can't view real-time status update. This forces us to manually put data during our leadership reviews, and which ends up with taking extra efforts from everyone.
I didn't realize it was creating extra work for you during reporting. It's just that the new interface feels overwhelming, and I am worried about input errors and slowing down my daily outputs.
That's very fair concern. Changes always brings a learning curve, especially when you have a system that actually works. What if we pair you up with Priya for a 20-minute walkthrough, and we can also automatically sync your current sheets to this new dashboard so you don't lose any time.
A quick focus walkthrough would actually be very helpful. If I can learn a shortcut for my specific tasks, without having to figure out my whole platform at once, I want to give it a chance.
That sounds like a great plan. I will ask Priya to set up that brief session today, and we can also revisit this next Friday to see how seamless it feels for you. And thanks for being adaptable, Astha. Thank you.
Hi, good evening everyone. My name is Sapnavin and
My name is Ritika Prajapati.
today we are here to present a corporate role play and I am playing a role of an employee.
And I am playing the role of manager.
So let's start.
Hi Sapna, thanks for dropping by. And I wanted to catch up regarding our team transition for the new tracking platform. And I have noticed you are still relying on Excel sheet and for the daily project logs rather than the new dashboard. And I want to hear your perspective. How new tools are working so far for you?
Hi, to be completely honest ma'am, the new tools are creating some extra works and taking extra time also. I have been using Excel sheet for the last 4 years without any problem and I know how to use it well. Learning a new system while managing a client's work feels like a waste of a productive time.
I completely respect your efficiency, Sapna, and your spreadsheet have been a remarkable detailed. However, because your logs aren't synced with the central dashboard, and the rest of the cross-functional team can't view the real-time status update. It's focused us to the manually pull data during leadership review, which is take extra effort from everyone.
Oh, I understand, but I didn't realizing it was creating some extra work and taking extra time for our team. The new interface is looks like a confusing, and I am worried about making mistakes and slowing down my outputs.
That is a total fair concern.
and changing always bring a learning curve, especially when you have a system that's work. So how about we pair you up with Priya for 20 minutes, focused on you actually need, focus on two features you actually need, then we can automatically sync your current sheet with the new board, so you don't lose any time.
That sounds helpful, ma'am. If I can learn only the important features which are needed for my work, then I am willing to give it a try.
Okay, that sounds like a great plan, and I will ask to Priya to set up a brief session today, and we will revisit at on next Friday. So thank you.
Hi, good evening to all of you. Today we are going to play a corporate role play where I will act as an employee and he will act as an employer.
Hi Raj, thanks for dropping by. I wanted to catch up regarding our team's transition to the new tracking platform. I've noticed you are still relying on the Excel sheet for the daily project logs rather than the new dashboards. I wanted to hear your perspective on how the new tool is working for you so far.
Honestly, if I wanted to be completely honest, then the new system adds some extra overheads on the worker, and I have worked on my old spreadsheet for last 4 years, and it is very fast and I know it's inside and out, and learning a new tool when you have a system which works looks like a waste of productive hours.
I completely understand your efficiency, and your spreadsheets have always been remarkably detailed. However, because your logs aren't synced with the central dashboard, the rest of the cross-functional team can't view the real-time status update. So this forces us to manually pull data during leadership reviews, which ends up taking extra effort from everyone.
Oh, I didn't realize that it is taking extra effort to extract the information from my spreadsheet, but I am worried about that. I can make some input errors while working on new dashboard, and my work will be delayed.
This is a fair concern. Changes always bring learning curve, especially when you have the system that works. How about if we pair you up with Priya for 20 minutes walkthrough focused on just 2 features that you actually needed? We can also automatically sync your current sheet with the new board for this week so you don't lose it.
A quick walkthrough would be very helpful for me, and if I just learn the shortcuts for my specific works, then without figuring out the all platform at all, and I really wanted to give a shot.
That sounds like a great plan. I will ask with Priya to set up that brief session today, and we can revisit next Friday to see how seamless it feels for you. Thank you for being adaptable, Vikram.
You're most welcome, sir.
Good evening. So today we are going to give a role play where I am a manager and he is a
employee.
So good evening, Vikram. Thanks for dropping by. So I wanted to catch up regarding our team's transition platform. So I wanted to, I have been seeing you are still relying on Excel sheet rather than a new dashboard. So I wanted to know how your perspective of our new working tool is working for you so far.
Honestly, I feel the new dashboard just adds unnecessary overhead, and I've been using Excel sheets for over 4 years now. I know it from inside out, and it's fast, and and learning a new dashboard just feels the wastage of time in which client deliverables can be submitted.
I completely respect your efficiency, Vikram. So your spreadsheets have been completely remarkably detailed. So you are using an old Excel sheet, so your sheets can't sync with our central dashboard, so our rest of functional teams can't view real-time status update. So can't view real-time status update in leadership reviews, so it forces us to go manually and pull the data.
Honestly, I didn't thought that it was creating extra work for you guys. So, but this new dashboard just feels overwhelming, and learning a new dashboard just feels like a waste of time.
It's totally fair content changes. It's totally fair content changes. Always bring learning new curves where you already have a system that works. So what about if we sync up with Priya for just a 20 minutes walkthrough where you actually need two basic features you need, and we will automatically sync your spreadsheets with our central dashboard.
Honestly, learning just the two essential features which I need to operate on the daily basis, it sounds like a great plan, and I'm willing to give it a try.
Oh, that sounds like a great. So today only I will talk with Priya, and we will set up a brief session for it, and I will revisit you for how seamless the tool is working for you. So thanks for adaptable and honest with me.
Thank you.